Hi everyone, and welcome back to Shell's Glam Home. Well, today I'm excited to share, guys, another 2 Glam DIY fall projects. I'm taking some satin fabric and creating satin pumpkins as well as a pumpkin cushion. I hope you enjoy. I picked up this beautiful champagne coloured satin fabric from my local Spotlight store in a markdown bin. There was about 1.5 meters here, and I knew it'd be enough for what I was aiming for. Taking my scissors, I cut about 1/2 metre. Then I folded this fabric in half and cut it again. What you're aiming for is a complete square, guys. This is going to be the base of our pumpkins. Guys, after searching Pinterest for the best possible way to create a pumpkin, I came across this idea. I also noticed that my sweet friend FORLISAS at Homebody by FORLISAS had created very similar pumpkins. I'll leave a link to her video down below. I was inspired by how easy these were, guys. So just by taking a roll of toilet paper and some hobby fill, I started to add the hobby fill around the toilet paper roll. Then taking each of the 4 corners, you're going to tuck each corner into the centre of the toilet paper. You're going to keep tucking the fabric in until you got that nice puffy round pumpkin-like look. I then repeated the same steps and made a second pumpkin. Possibilities here, guys, for the size of this pumpkin are endless. Just remember to create the size of the fabric that you need and as much hobby fill as you feel. I found a really easy way to push down that fabric to make it nice and tight was to pop something in there like these scissors I'm using. This secures everything nicely into the centre. Secure, I then took these little rustic dowels. I had these previously from an old shelf I had, and I knew they'd be the perfect size for my little stems. I simply pushed them down and secured them in place, and taking these decorative rhinestones from my local dollar store, I hot glued one to each of the pumpkins. And here are my completed satin pumpkins. Guys, I'm so in love with these. These would be one of my favourite fall projects I've done so far. I love how easy and inexpensive these were, and I love how they came so girly and glam, just the way I had envisioned. There are so many gorgeous pumpkins out there at the moment, guys, and here in Australia they are impossible to get. Unfortunately, we get very, very minimal fall decor, so I have to resort to lots of DIY projects. I absolutely love to share this with you guys because I want to share with you that it really doesn't have to cost a fortune to decorate. These little pumpkins, guys, are a prime example of that. This fabric cost me just $7 for 1.5 meters, and out of that I was able to create 4 pumpkins as well as the cushion I'm about to share. camera, guys, I created another 2 pumpkins without their stems. And I love how I had the option of creating this little pumpkin stack. Guys, I encourage you all to try and DIY things. I always say to myself, if I can't buy it, I'll DIY it. And I really stick by that rule. Sometimes, guys, it truly is so much cheaper for you to do your own DIYs. And the best part that I like about them is that you can do them to your own personal taste. I've been totally in love, guys, with seeing all your Insta stories of all those beautiful crushed velvet pumpkins that are going around. And I knew I'd have to find a way of bringing these to you as a DIY. The best part I loved about this was I could create them and give them Shell's touch. And that's exactly what you could do here. My next DIY, guys, I also thought I'd make a matching cushion to my little satin pumpkins. So taking another piece of that fabric, I simply folded it in half. Now, it was probably about 80 centimetres long, so when folded, it's about 40 centimetres. Now, I was going for a breakfast style cushion here, and I just simply turned it inside out and hot glued it to the seams. I did this in parts, guys, so you can see me here as I put a little bit of glue on, and then I press it down, and then I move on to the next bit. I then repeated the same steps, so I'm sealing up the top and bottom of the fabric, but I'm leaving a gap on the right hand side where we're going to fill it with the cushion. Once the glue is dry, we're then going to turn our cushion up the right way. I then had this breakfast cushion I wasn't using anymore, and rather than pulling it apart, I simply just placed it inside the cushion. I then, off camera, also hot glued the very end together. I then wanted to add some sparkle to my little cushion, so I took a printout of a pumpkin off Google and I started by cutting it out. Then, taking a sequin cushion cover I wasn't using anymore, I took my little template of that pumpkin and I traced it onto the fabric. I then cut out the pumpkin and I hot glued it to the front of my little cushion. I then took these dollar store beads and I wanted to use them as a border for my pumpkin. So I cut one up and, taking my hot glue gun, I glued it around the pumpkin. Basically what you want to do is just hot glue right round, including the stem. It was then taking shape, guys, and looked like this, but I wanted to add a little bit more dimension to my pumpkin. So I took another one of those beads and I started to hot glue it in place. I started to glue lines in curves, just like you'd see on the front of a pumpkin. So basically what I did here was I glued the 2 curves to the left and right hand side. This gives that illusion of the front of the pumpkin. Once that was complete, I then took this dollar store leaf that I had from last year. Basically what it is just spray painted white, and I added a little bit of glitter to the top. I simply hot glued that to the top of my pumpkin. I also took this pretty little rhinestone from my dollar store and I glued it to the centre of the leaf. And here is my adorable little pumpkin cushion. Guys, I love how this come together and goes so cute and perfectly with my little pumpkins. Guys, this champagne colour has truly stolen my heart. I love how this little DIY project was completely inexpensive, but gives that high-end glam look that I was aiming for. Guys, fall decorating is my favourite season. I love to bring out DIY projects to you that you can create your very self. The possibilities for these little DIYs are endless, guys. You could pick your very own style. Here I've gone for a very glam look, but you could change the fabric. You could even make this farmhouse. You could take so many possibilities from this and create your very own look. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I truly hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope I've inspired you in some small way to decorate your very own glam fall decor. Don't forget, guys, to like, share and subscribe to my channel, because I'll be back real soon with more DIY projects, inspirational ideas and room tours here at Shell's Glam Home. Don't forget, guys, I'd so appreciate you helping me out. I'm trying to reach my goal of 20,000 subscribers by Christmas. So I'd love for you to share this video as much as you can. Give me a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, because I have a wonderful 20,000 subscriber giveaway for you. So I'll be sharing that as soon as we reach our goal. So until next time, my friends, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.